Fun, balance, stability, all kinds of great stuff. We're going to start off in that mountain pose. And mountain pose, all it is your feet are right at hip width apart. So if you had your hands on your hips and you take them straight down, they're going to line up with your knees to the tops of your toes. All right, so I'm going to take off my lays because they might get a little in the way. Lay in the way, that rhymed. We're just going to be right here. Open up those palms, open up that chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 to 5 breaths. All the way down to the belly button. Exhale up. Inhale and exhale. Give me one more. Good. Opening up that chest. I'm going to move my mat back just a smidge so when I come down to the floor, y'all can go ahead and see me. I'm now in between 2 squares, which if you need to take up 2 squares when you get here, you can take up 2 squares. All right, so we're going to go into Warrior 2 with that dynamic stretching, that movement stretch. So standing at one edge of your mat, you're going to take that right foot out facing the front of your other mat, facing the front of your mat. We're going to come down. Excuse me, let me pull this in a little closer so I can see. We're going to come down, bending that knee, lifting those arms, all right, floating them up. Inhale, come down, nice and deep. Inhale, this knee doesn't come over that toe. Inhale up, exhale down. We're gonna hold this last one. Hold Warrior 2. From here, we're going to drop the back arm, take that front arm up, reverse warrior, inhale, exhale, come back down. Inhale up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Give me one more. Exhale, we're going to hold this one, reach up, hold all the way long through the tricep, through the rib cage, down into the oblique, into that hip. Reach long. Look up to the hand if you can. We're going to bring that down. Now, we're going to reach over. Reaching over, deep into that lunge, and back. Inhale, reach. Come back. Inhale and reach, and back. One more. We're gonna hold now. Hold that reach. If you wanna drop that bottom arm, you can. Again, reaching long through the tricep, rib cage, through that hip. And bring it back up. Settle into that Warrior 2. Coming into triangle, we're going to straighten out that knee, tip, inhale, exhale, come back. Tip and inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. This works a little bit of balance. One more. We're going to hold it this time. Hold. You can place your hand on your thigh, your shin, your foot, or the floor. Look up if you can. From here, we're going to drop that top arm down. We're going to turn that back leg to both toes facing the same direction. Belly button in, nice and tight. We're going to come down, pressing into that hip flexor, and up. Coming down. Press. A couple more. Last one. Push the hips in and through. Hold it. out of it, straightening out those legs. Turn that back foot forward, front foot forward. Nice wide stance. Inhale up. We're gonna come into that half forward fold, coming right down. Your chest is parallel to the floor. Bend the knees, scoop up. Exhale, come down halfway. It's called reverse swan. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale down. Straighten out those knees. Bend them in up. One more. We're gonna hold it halfway. Straighten out the knees. We're not forward folding completely just yet, but you are gonna feel that stretch in that hamstring. Bend the knees, roll up the vertebrae one at a time. We're gonna now turn that other toe out, coming right into that warrior two. Make sure your feet are wide enough. They're in that heel-toe alignment. We're gonna inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. One more. Hold. Hold it. We're going to take that back arm up, front arm, and come back down. Take it up and down. Take it up and down. Hold that reverse warrior. Stretching through that side down into that hip. It's a reverse warrior because your legs are still in that warrior pose. Now you can do this without shoes on too. And back down to warrior. Now we're going to reach. Reaching deeper into that lunge. Coming back. Reach. And back. Reach. And back. Last one. My back heels bother me a little bit. We're gonna reach over and hold. Drop that front arm if you want, that bottom arm. Reaching through that side. And bring it back to warrior two. We always come back to that warrior two. Now that triangle pose. Straighten out that front knee. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up, and bring it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Take it down. Don't lock out the knees. Just keep them straight. Don't lock them. One more. Hold this one. Hold. Coming down as far as you can. You're going to feel that in that front leg. Dropping that front arm down, that top arm, turn that back foot, sit it up, come into that lunge. Now if you need a chair for balance and support, you can have one close by. We're gonna press in, and take it up. Stretching out that hip flexor, down, and up. Take it down, and up. Hold it down this time, hold. Hold it, press through that hip flexor. We're gonna bring it up, turn that back foot out, then turn that front foot out. Inhale up, we're gonna go completely into forward fold. Straightening out those knees, press those hips to the sky, wide stance. Now we're gonna come up halfway and back down. Relax the head. Inhale, come up halfway, and all the way down. If you need to bend your knee slightly, you can. Inhale up. Exhale down. Give me one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold here. Hold that stretch, straightening out those knees. Feel the hamstrings pull, release the head and the neck, the back. If you can interlace those fingers, you can rock back and forth, just releasing all those muscles. We're gonna bend the knees, roll on up. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, bring those feet together. Give me one more. Inhale and exhale. We are coming into a seated pose. So carefully come all the way down to your chair. I'm gonna take my shoes off now so you can really see. Don't mind a little bit of mud on my shoes or my socks. I went running this morning. I haven't changed them yet. All right, so you're seated. Feet are right at that hip width apart, okay? So from the hips, straight down. Ooh, my feet are like, they're free, they're free. Belly button is in, chest is tall. You can support yourself here if you need to. We're gonna heel, we're gonna flex those toes. So take them out and pull them back. Press and release. You can do this off the mat so you have a little bit more ability to move without scrunching up your mat. Chest is tall, shoulders are back. We're not slouched. Now we're gonna flip them. One comes back, one pushes forward. Switch sides. Switch and hold, one more each way. Doing so good. Switch and hold. And relax. This time, we're gonna bring the feet on the floor. Knees are out. It's up to you on how far out or how close in they are. We're gonna sit up nice and tall on those glutes. We're gonna exhale, roll back halfway. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale it up. Nice C shape to the spine. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, because we're caving that chest. Inhale, we're opening. We're gonna hold it this time. Hold it back, hold. Pull those shoulder blades apart. And sit on up. Working that low back. We're gonna bring those feet a little closer together. Grab underneath. Now we're just going to release the low back. And sit up. Release. And up. You're working that low back. Releasing that low back, letting your arms do the work. And sit up. One more. Release. And up. All right, from here, we're going to do a little bit deeper cat and cow. So bring your feet crisscross. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Lean forward. Exhale. Round back a little bit. Inhale up, still working that spine. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And come up to neutral. Taking those legs straight out again. Now, the wider they are, probably the deeper you can get into this. The closer they are, the harder this is. Knees are not locked out, but they're nice and soft. You should be able to have a little bit of give. If they're locked out, they ain't going anywhere. So a little bit of give in those knees. We're going to do that forward fold. Inhale. Toes come back. Exhale. Come on down. Now, you can be here. You can be here. You could be all the way down. All I ask, push those hips back, flatten out that back, come down as far as you can with the knees straight. Again, If you need to be farther out, this makes it a little bit easier. So find your position and slowly work towards feet directly in front. Inhale and exhale. Releasing the back each time you exhale. Slowly walk those hands back. We're gonna lie on back. So let me fix my music. You lie on back, rest to the back into your mat. Inhale and exhale. I don't know why I paused. Decided I'd had enough. So lying back. We're gonna do those roll-ups. So, if you can, have your feet on the ground and the knees straight out. If you can't, bend those knees. Both are okay, you just find your position. We're gonna take a big inhale, arms come overhead, then exhale, lift the shoulders up, coming forward as far as you can. Then roll on back. Arms come overhead. Now again, if you need to have your knees up, you can use your hands to walk your body up, and then bringing it back down. Inhale up, nice and easy. I've already done a gazillion sit-ups today. My abs are not happy about this. Take it down. Nice and easy. You're not using momentum to help you. You are just rolling up. Give me one more. Rolling the vertebrae one at a time off the mat. Reaching it forward. Exhale, rolling it back one vertebrae at a time. Comes back onto the mat. Arms overhead. Relax. Bring those knees up if you need to. Relax it down. All right. We're going to open up those legs. So feet are together. Drop the knees out to butterfly. We're going to inhale, bring them up a little bit. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, like butterfly wings. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Let them fall open. You can bring those feet in as deep as you can. Trying to get those knees kind of to the floor as much as possible. You are only competing with yourself, so don't worry about if you can't get them there. Bring those knees up. We're going to do those scissor kicks. So we're going to take that left foot out, right foot up. Now, level 1, your head is on the ground, and you pull in, and then you switch with a little pull in. Level 2, you're up in that crunch position. Pull in, and pull in. Switch scissors. In, and in. Don't forget to breathe, keeping those knees as straight as possible. One more each side. And bring both knees in. Relax back. Release the back. I'm going to take those feet, place them on the ground, right at that hip width apart. Belly button in, we're gonna go into the glute raises. So you're gonna squeeze the hamstrings right underneath those thighs, squeeze the glutes, roll it up, one vertebrae at a time, lifting those hips in the air. Then exhale, one vertebrae at a time, roll it back down. Inhale, pull it in, roll it up, shoulders stay on the ground, then roll it back down. Squeeze those inner thighs, that Kegel, the lower abdominals, that pelvic floor. It's a great exercise for those two. Give me a couple more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, release. Now we're going to hold it on this last time. Hold it up, squeeze. We got 3 breaths here. And release it down. Got those windshield wipers next. We're going to bring those knees and those feet into the air, right bend in the knees. This is level 1. You can have your hands down by your hips or even underneath your glutes if you need to, or up by your shoulders. We're dropping the legs off to one side and bring them up. They're windshield wipers off to the other side. So you can do this one leg at a time. You can even kick the knees up and do long lever work, a little harder. Now again, you could do it one leg and not do the twisting. Or you can bend the knees. Don't forget to breathe. One more each way. Bring them into the chest. Relax the back and the neck. Moving on to our next position. Legs up. We're going to leg lower. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my feet on the ground and I'm going to place my hands under those glutes. Then I'm going to bring those knees up. Again, short lever work. Your options, bend the knees and bring them up. Level 2, you can do those scissors again and drop one leg down. Level 3, you can drop both legs straight down and up. To breathe. Core stability. One more. Now I'm going to hold them at a 45-degree angle. I'm turning those toes out and I'm heel clicking. Breathe. Bring them in, relax them out. We're going to do those heel clicks one more time. Relax just for a second. Take the legs up. Now, you can have them bent and just take the legs out. That's up to you. It's up to you, or you can just hold, taking them out, turn the toes out, click. And bring them in. Hug those knees to the chest. Rock back and forth. From here, we're going to do those bicycles. Again, your You're taking one leg, left leg goes straight out. Now, if you need to do short lever work, keep the knee bent, and you're just gonna switch with the bent leg. Long lever work, your leg is straight out, and you switch. The next option is crunch it up, chin, don't tuck your chin to the chest. Keep the chin up and crunch it, all right? We got a little pulse when we bring them in. So, hold and hold. Hold and hold. Bring it in and switch. One more each leg. Bring them both in. Hug those knees, relax the neck. Bring it on down. We're going to drop those feet down, giving the abs a bit of a break. We're going into those glute raises one more time. We're going to squeeze everything in. This time, bring those legs together. Squeeze those knees together as you come up. Exhale, roll on back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll back. We're going to hold at the top this time. Take it up. Hold. Squeeze those glutes together. Squeeze those legs together. Relax the muscles, let everything relax out. Take that right leg out this time. We're going to take that left knee coming into a spinal twist just to stretch some things out before we go seated. Back to that seated position. Bring it up. Switch out those legs. And twist it over to the opposite side. Bring it up. Grab underneath that knee if you need to, and roll on up. Coming up to that seated position. All right? We're going to bring it to the center with that butterfly. So feet are together, knees are out open. Again, it's up to you on if your feet are more out or more in. All I care about is that you're pushing those knees down as far as they'll go. That's the important part. Bringing it in, pushing those knees down. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to lean forward. Bring it up. Take it forward and up. One more, and then we're going to hold. Hold it down this time. Hold it. Feel that stretch on those inner thighs. They are well deserving of it today. Bring those feet together. We're going to come into that tabletop position. So rotating it down. Knees are underneath the hips. Hands are underneath the shoulders. We're not leaning back. The arms are out nice and wide. They're right underneath the shoulders. Knees are right underneath the hips. We are going to tuck those toes. Right here, coming into downward dog. So we're going to lift up. Press those knees back. Stretch down. Downward dog, stretching out that chest. We're going to come back down to tabletop, core in tight. If you can't do downward dog, you can can always just lean back a little bit, but we do have a leg raise coming, so trying to come back into that downward dog as much as possible. Tuck the toes, bring it back, hold, bicycle those legs this time. Pressing through the palms, opening up that chest down towards those legs, and down. I'm going to bring my feet together because I'm going to lift that front leg up. We're going to bring it into that plank, bringing that knee in, lift it back up. Inhale, exhale. One more. Hold it up. If you can, open up that leg to the ceiling. Open up those hips to the front of the room. Core in tight. Bring it back down to tabletop. Sit it back in child's pose and relax. Me and the shirt, we're not getting along. Take the weight off the elbow, off the wrists, off the shoulders. I have to tell you, it was easier getting a child pose this time, so obviously my flexibility is getting a little bit better. So the more you work at it, the better it'll get. Come back up to tabletop. We're going to do that whole thing again, and then we're going to add the other leg lift. So tuck the toes, hands are underneath the shoulders. Belly button in, lift up, take it back, and bring it back down. One more, take it back, bicycle those legs this time. Walk those feet together. Taking that opposite leg that you did before, back, lifting it high to the air, bringing it in. Now, if you need to set it down for a second, you can. Take it back, and in. Coming into a plank as much as possible. Inhale and exhale. Holding it up this time, press through those palms, open up those hips to the back of the room. You can even let that leg fall open a little bit. Or keep it up, it's up to you. Bring it back down. Come back into tabletop. Take those knees out and take it down. Drop it into child's pose. Relax. Hands off those wrists. We're going to come back up. Downward dog. Hands underneath those shoulders. Little cat and cow here. So look forward. That downward dog, tabletop. Round up. Look forward. Round up. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And now we're going to come all the way down. Come down onto your belly. We're going to lift up into Cobra pose. And then Superman. So we're going to inhale, lift through those shoulders. Up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift those arms and legs. And down. alternating between the two poses. Lift and down. Lift and down. Couple more. Relax right here. We're going to hold that cobra pose. So inhale, look up. Shoulders are down and not by the ears. If you need to be on your forearms, be on your forearms. You don't have to lift up as high. And bring it on down. Take those arms out. We're going to lift the legs and the arms. Now, if you can't do both, because we're going to hold it, just lift the legs or just lift the arms, whichever one is strong enough to hold. Ready? Inhale, up, and hold. Breathe. And bring it down. We're going to rest our head on our hands. We're going to lift, now those heel clicks we did before, we're doing them again. So we're going to lift up those legs, turn the toes out, heels together, click them together. Breathe. Squeeze the glutes and hamstrings. And relax it down. Rest just for a moment. After this, we're coming back up to our balance, standing, and then we're going to go into our final twisting and stretching. Take the legs up, turn the toes out, click those heels. Like a mermaid tail. And place them down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up. Bring those legs back in to tabletop. Turn the toes in. Walk the hands back. We're going to lift up, coming into a forward fold. Walking those hands back. Press through the heels. Belly button in. Bend the knees. Roll up. One vertebra at a time. As the last to come up, inhale at the top and exhale down. You ready for balance? Starting with that narrow stance. If you need a chair, now's the time to grab it, or a wall. Feet are right next to each other, narrow stance. So if you were to line up the hips, it's actually going to come to right to the outside of those legs. We're just going to lift. The weight on one leg, don't lock out that knee, and down. Just working on that weight shifting. Down, take it up, and down. Inhale, and exhale. Couple more. Putting it down. Now, coming into that tree pose. Yesterday in yoga, you saw I was able to get that leg nice and high. I was wearing shoes. Today, I'm not wearing shoes, so I'm going to actually, and I have really slick leggings on, I'm going to have my leg down at my calf. Find where you need it. Pull that belly button in. Zip up that zipper. You can have your foot here on top of your other foot, at your calf or at your thigh. Knee comes out. Hands wherever you need them to be. We're going to take that leg out. cross it over, inhale up, come into crescent. Inhale up, take it back down, get a little deeper. Inhale up, bring that foot out. Can you replace it where it was? And hold. Don't lock out that standing leg. Take it out, set it down. Holding that, we're going to come right into the other side. Take it up, wherever you need it to be. One side might be more stable than the other. Find your focal point that does not move. Take the leg out, cross it in front, or set it next to the other foot. Inhale up, take it over, hold. Inhale up, take it over. Inhale up, bring that leg back in, find your tree. And sit down. Shake out those legs, shake out those heels and ankles if you need to. All right. Coming into our final stretches and our meditation. So we're going to take those feet out a little wider. We're going to inhale, flip the arms up. Exhale, twist. Keeping those hips forward. Inhale up and twist. Inhale, twist. Couple more. Inhale and twist. Inhale right here. Exhale down. Coming to the back of your mat. We're going to take that right leg and take it straight out into a high lunge. Push your hips forward. Press that heel on the ground. Stretch out that hip flexor. Now come onto that toe, drop the knee, press the heel away, stretch out that calf. That calf did get work today with those balance stuff. Bring that leg in just a bit, sit it back, pop up that front toe, stretch out the hamstring on that other side. Drop that toe, sweep it up, inhale, and twist around to the other side. Taking that left leg forward, press through that hip, stretch out that hip flexor. Hopefully you feel stronger today, more stable, more balanced. Release the hip, come onto that back toe, press the knee down, stretch the heel away. Stretch out that calf. stretch out that front leg. Drop the toe, sweep the arms, inhale up, come to center, mountain pose. Take those feet out, shoulder width apart, so they're a little wider than the hips. Inhale up, exhale, arms out to the sides. We're gonna bring one arm across, grab at the forearm, and pull, rotate that wrist. Core is still in tight, don't let everything sag. Take it the other way. Open it up. Exhale, other side. Rotate the wrist. Knees are soft, don't lock them out. Take it the other way. Inhale, open up that chest. This time we're going to interlace those fingers. Open it up. Try to lift those arms as high as you can. Forward, interlace the fingers, round the back, tuck the tailbone, pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale up, reach tall, stretch through that abdominal wall. Exhale down. Couple more stretches. And take those toes out to that horse stance. Nice and wide. Bend the knees over the ankles. Use your hands, forearms to press away, stretching those inner thighs. Bring it up. Drop one shoulder down, in between. Catch my balance. Feel that stretch in that shoulder blade, through the front of the shoulder. Bring it up to center, other side. Bring it to center. Heel toe those feet together to they're about shoulder hip width apart. Put all your weight onto one side. Twist that body. Walk over. Twist it to the other side. Walk over. Try to keep those feet firmly planted. Bring it to center. Bend the knees. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more and you're done. Inhale. Bring it to heart center. Feet together and bow. You're done. Hopefully you enjoyed this body and mind class, a little bit of yoga and Pilates mix. And I will hopefully see y'all later.